driver, a getaway driver.
Okay.
He'd park about 2-3 blocks down the street from a restaurant of choice. Mm-hmm. We'd all walk in, 8 to 10 drunken teenagers, and grab a table near the door.
Fantastic, yeah.
And we would order up as much food as we possibly could,
Just
drinks, everything.
Go for it, yeah.
And then when we all decided it was time, we'd basically get up and dash, and we'd bolt.
Would it be running? It would be running.
Pure, full-on running.
Sprinting.
We were all athletes at that time. We were all football players and baseball players, so we were all very fit.
Yeah, you were.
Any mofo, old-ass Italian guy who wants to chase.
Come back here.
Exactly. What you doing? You forgot to pay a bill.
You didn't pay the bill. The innocent kid did not pay the bill.
What about I give you a free garlic bread? You don't even care. What do you do?
Get to them a banzi. Get to them a banzi. And then you got a pack of sheep. Like
sometimes he did send sheep after us.
It happens.
And on occasion we'd stop and turn around and do them and then bail. Keep going.
Italians love that shit, man.
They do. They do.
We are both Italian. Just to know that. In case any Italians are listening and think that we're bagging them out.
Yeah, we're not bagging Italians. We're both Italian.
We're both Italian, so it's okay. McDonald is a very Italian name.
Now, we would take that to an extreme as well. And this was crazy shit.
So there's a level above that.
Well, okay, it's very similar in format, but a different type of venue. We would when we ran out of booze, in cycles, it was always going to be one of our turns to do a beer runner.
Yeah.
Where we would go into a 7-Eleven, walk up casually to the beer, because in 7-Eleven you can buy liquor and beer and stuff like that, right?
In America, yeah.
Open the beer container, grab 2 12-packs.
Right.
Walk up to the counter slowly, and then bolt! Out the door.
With the beer.
With the beer.
Not without the beer.
With the beer.
So
it was a
theft.
beer runner.
So theft.
Pure and simple theft.
Pure theft. It's not like eat and then run.
No.
It's let's steal products.
We did this so many times, right? Now, one time it came up to my turn.
Okay.
So there was probably about, seriously, 10 people waiting in a Volkswagen VW combi bus down the street from me.
That.
Now, here's the thing.
You could have stopped the story there, and I'd be with you because you have a combi van.
I had never done one before, so I was a bit nervous.
Done a combi van?
No. Well, I have, in the gas tank, of course. And
it happens.
You all right with that van, that V?
It happens.
Josh just spilled his drink.
I just spilled my drink everywhere.
Just spilled his goddamn cocktail,
And
shaken, not stirred.
I don't think they're ever going to allow us in the studio again.
I know, wow.
Because I just spilled V all over the fucking place.
It's all right.
And on your laptop.
So check this out.
So you get in the combi van.
I get out. I'm a bit nervous. They're down the road. You've
never done it before?
Never done it before.
So it's your first time.
It's nighttime. They turn off the lights, so there's no lights on the license plate, stuff like that. The 7-Eleven directly across the street from the police station.
That's the 7-Eleven they chose for you, or that's the one you always use?
It's the one we always use because it was right in our downtown little town area, right?
Yeah.
But it was right across the street from the police station.
Wow.
So I go in, and also stupidly, instead of grabbing 2 12-packs of cans, I grabbed 2 12-packs of bottles, which are twice as heavy, and
you needed to prove your might.
Could easily fall out and break.
I am T-Mac.
I walk up to the counter. There's 2 husband and wife, Chinese, and their teenage son who's Chinese. Very fast boy. Right?
You tried to run. We sent our sheep after you. Oh, wrong one.
So I walk up to the counter, bolt out the 2 front doors, turn left down the street where the combi is, past the police station, out the side door, bolts the Chinese son chasing me.
You had the little Chinese son
chasing me. The little Chinese son's chasing me.
Oh my God.
I was fully loaded, but I was highly fit.
Yeah.
And I was just running my ass off.
Were you football or baseball? Which kid were you? You were
both.
Fuck.
Both.
You're the T-Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was football season at that time. So I was,
what?
I was rough and ready for anything. If he wanted to actually grab me, I probably would,
you would just
score a touchdown. So he's right on my tails, and obviously the bus sees me coming down the road, so they start kind of slowly driving away. Open the side door. By the time I finally reach it, they're probably going about 10K, and it was like a baton pass, It was like I toss the 12-packs in, I dive in, boom, we're out of there. I got away with it.
I love how your childhood stories revolve around you and your friends going around to different stores stealing things.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is fucking brilliant.
It was the 80s.
All right, well, I have a similar story.
Okay.
I actually have... The whole time you were telling me about this, it was reminding me of something that we did, right? And it was back at schoolies. We have this thing here in Australia that once you finish high school, you sort of go away with your mates and you spend a week just getting fucked up somewhere.
It's like your version of spring break in a way.
Exactly, it's spring break. So we call it schoolies. So basically, we're going to schoolies. We went to Phillip Island. It's a pretty big schoolies area.
Yep.
But we were on the shit side of the island. There's two sides of the island. There's where Cows is, which is where all the schoolies stuff happens, and there's Woolamai Beach, which is right at the start of the island. Nothing happens there.
Why'd you go there?
Because we were fucking idiots.
Ah, dude.
One of our mates...
No one had told you.
Well,
you didn't know.
We didn't know. One of our mates had a house in Woolamai Beach. That's why we stayed there.
So you guys get there, yeah, and then you get there.
Schoolies.
It's just like crickets
and
or something.
Then nothing was going on. Oh, we had the crickets thing. That's all right. Anyway, so we're at the house, right? And we need to fucking entertain ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And
circle jerk.
I wish we had you there. To come up with these ideas.
Couldn't even think of a circle
We need to come up with these ideas, man. Okay, so what we did, right, is to pass the time is we just drank a fuckload, right?
Sure.
And we're playing like gridiron off the balcony, just throwing a gridiron ball back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're just getting hammered. That was the main part. That was the main part of what we were doing.
Of course.
Anyway, where we got the drinks from was this real ratty, fucking dodgy Phillip Island little liquor store, but everything was jacked up in price, naturally.
Yeah.
During schoolies, everything's fucking jacked up. So we had like a 24-pack of cans, and they must have been a fucking year old because they tasted like shit.
What brand?
It was, I think it was Johnny Walker. I think it was Scotch. Okay. But we also got other things as well, like beers. We got like Coronas, and the same deal. All these things tasted like shit, but the beers is what was really interesting, because what we did after we drank them, because they tasted like shit, well, like, we're fucking bored.
Pissed all over the shop.
Let's piss back in these bottles.
Oh, nice. And then put them back on the shelves? I'll let you finish your story. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for the crowd.
Sorry.
So we pissed all back in there, and people that know Coronas, it looks like fucking piss anyway.
Definitely.
It looks like fucking piss. So we had a full slab of Coronas.
Right.
That looked like piss. Okay.
Were piss.
It was piss. It was piss.
Yeah.
It was actual piss.
You pissed in 24 bottles.
We pissed in 24 bottles, right? To the brim. We put the lids back on. We tightened them like we're we were MacGyvering this shit, man.
Yeah.
We were MacGyvering this shit, and we just did a great job of it. A fucking great job of it. We had a whole slab. So we had a 6-pack each. But what we did is we went back to where we bought them from, and we're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. We brought the slab with us, and I was in charge of going to the counter and distracting the motherfucker.
Yeah.
While the other 3 guys went back into the room, into like the freezer room.
Yeah.
And restocked the slab. We did the reverse theft. The reverse theft. We planted products at the establishment.
Right.
Alright, so...
How did you walk in the door with a case and nobody, or a slab, and nobody noticed?
Well, because I was distracting the guy. I was getting him to I was getting him to turn around and look at some other stuff and tell me about it. Well, they just wanted him from the car with the slab.
But you weren't actually punishing him. You were punishing some poor fucking bastard who wanted to buy a case of beer.
Hilarious.
That sucks, dude.
Well,
I mean, I like the story. I like the story, but I feel sorry for the person who spent 40 or actually, how much is like?
Yeah, they would have spent like 60, 80 bucks for this fucking thing, and it was just full of piss. 24 bottles full of piss.
Actually, maybe in a roundabout way, maybe they then came back and they sued his ass.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what we're hoping. That was the end result for us, but it was just fucking hilarious. It was just great that we just got it back in there, and it was just a really satisfying thing for everyone all round. So.
That's unreal, dude.
So kids at home, go to school, do your thing, go to schoolies, piss in bottles and put it back in the shop. Lesson learned. I've got something for you, T-Mac.
Okay.
Have I mentioned the BFC to you before?
Best Friend Club. Yes.
That is the Best Friends Club, which is our little group that I have going down in the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne.
Yeah.
So the BFC is kind of a special one. Not a lot of people know about it.
Do you guys have a tag? Do you put your tag around?
We have a different kind of tag. You know what I'm saying? But the way that
the kind that doesn't come out of clothing.
The way that we tag, you can taste it, you can smell it, you can see it for days.
Okay.
Okay,
it's
know
the
all
Monica
about
Lewinsky
that.
tag.
All right, people want the tag though. People want the tag.
Can I get your tag?
Can I get your tag, boys?
Can I get tagged?
Bam, and there you go. That's the BFC way. So
Yeah.
this is on the weekend. This is. I'm just trying to establish for you the presence that the BFC brings.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're three young chaps, right?
Yeah.
We're in line at our local club on Saturday night.
Yep.
Just gone.
Yep.
We're standing really far back in line, but we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just hold out. Maybe it'll be quick and we'll get in. There was no chance. We're standing at the back of the line. Security lady that we've never seen before wanders over to us. She's like, "Is it just the three of you guys?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And I thought at this point, we all thought that she was going to go, "Listen, fellas, there's no fucking chance.
Yeah.
Fuck off."
Yeah.
She goes, "Come with me, I'll get you in."
Really?
Right?
The ratio must have been skewed. There must have been...
They needed some good-looking boys.
Yeah. Nice.
As I wandered in, big fan of the show, Josh.
What? Who?
That was a lie.
I was going to say...
It could have happened.
Club bouncers listening to Generational.
It happens, man.
Yeah. What we used to do back in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, I used to get kicked out of clubs quite a bit.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't want to believe that.
I'll tell you what, I used to be a bit of a loose nut, right?
Okay.
So I'd get really, really loaded in clubs. Maybe get a bit of out of hand on the dance floor.
Okay.
Maybe show a bit too much flesh. I don't know.
Hey, it's all on a Wednesday night. Wednesday afternoon.
Maybe, there were just too many ladies trying to get at me, and they caused a big kind of crowd scene that became kind of a fire hazard of sorts. Something like that.
It happens.
I recall one time, actually, this was not really in a club. It was actually going to see a show, and it was actually Devo. I saw Devo in Tijuana, Mexico.
Okay.
In this big club, and I really have no idea what I did to get kicked out of here.
Okay.
But I got kicked out of the side door that was kind of backstage. I think I was trying to sneak backstage and just chill with the Devo crew.
Yeah.
I think what I had in mind, I was going to steal a yellow suit.
Yep.
I was going to don it, the full yellow suit, get back out, put the flower pot hat on, and then just do my thing.
Yep.
Didn't work out that way.
Okay. Tell me how it worked out.
So it worked out where this big dude, probably 3 times the size of you, literally grabbed me like you would see in the movies and threw me out on my face at the side door.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Thankfully, I had my wristband on.
Yeah, luckily, you landed on it, took the fall.
I came around the front, came back in, made it all the way back up to the front of the stage again.
No way.
Same thing happened. He saw me again, and he tossed me back out. Mind you, I'm in Tijuana, Mexico, so I go wandering around the streets. I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah.
I get picked up by the Federales, which are the Mexican police.
Way, yeah.
They decide to pick me up and drive me around the city trying to shake me down for money.
Fucked.
When they finally realize I'm completely out of money, I have no money to give them, they drop me out in the middle of Tijuana. I have no idea where the hell I am in Tijuana, Mexico.
How'd you get home?
All I knew was the main drag was called Revolucion.
That's an awesome name.
So I was just going around going, Revolucion, 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 Revolucion.
And that's essentially the new motto for the show.
And I finally made it back, believe it or not.
Revolucion.
Revolucion.
That's another moral for the kids out there.
Guys, if you get lost and you get drunk in a foreign country, just say, Viva la Revolucion.
Revolucion.
Now, I think we should reiterate to people that we are on iTunes now.
Yeah, get onto iTunes and just type in Gen Space Irrational. Get on it.
Gen Space Irrational on iTunes. Leave us a review. Leave us a message. We want to hear from you. I think it's one of the better ways to listen to us because you can download it, you can listen to it, you can pause it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wait for the stream like you do on Spreaker sometimes.
With Spreaker, it loads and then doesn't load.
We're not
and then
dissing
you're
Spreaker.
Sitting there. Hey, we love Spreaker.
We love Spreaker.
We love Spreaker and everything about Spreaker.
We just want to get Spreaker out of our name. But we do want to tell people to go to Spreaker.com.
Yeah. Follow us.
.au or
.com.
Facebook?
Facebook, and leave us a question. Talk to us. We want to talk to you guys now. We got.
Also, I did get a phone call from my dad's best mate who wants to hear some of your best pickup lines because he thinks there are none to be beaten that can beat his out there.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're all about. That's what we're all about, is talking to you guys. So get onto our Facebook page, Twitter @Generational.
Go to Twitter. We're gonna leave you with some Fat Boys, and we can.